Yes, as I said in the previous video, I will explain how a small office will communicate to internet. Good morning all. Okay, previous video I have given a basic idea of IP address assigning. So in next uh, in the previous up to the previous video you may understood that how PCs inside the office can communicate each other. Now I'm going to give you a overall view how and where we will keep the internet router and how the systems will communicate to the outside world. So in the previous video we understood how machines will communicate 192.168.1.1 I have given for this PC, 192.168.1.5 for this PC. These are communicating using a switch where all the machines are interconnected. Okay. Now a simple scenario. Suppose this machine is searching for google.com. Google.com. How this will reach Google server? Google server, we can say it's in the internet. Okay, it's going through the internet, and here is the Google server. How this 192.168.1.1 will reach Google server? So when 192.168.1.1 is trying to access Google, this communication must go out of the switch. Okay. Here in this scenario, we can say this is the office. Okay. Okay. In this case, the office area is this. This is the office, and from office this machine needs to connect to the internet and it should communicate to Google server. So in this case there is a part it's coming internet router or internet, somehow there should be an internet connection on the in the office section. So some internet connections are coming in different ways. Basically it's coming as a router, internet router. Some cases they are giving a connectivity to a firewall. So in this case, very basic scenario, I'm just selecting it as a router in the office. Okay, so uh, let's revise this diagram once again. When we keep a router, normally we used to give 192.168.1.2 for the system. Starting for the system, 192.168.1.1 will be the LAN. For a router, there would be LAN and WAN interface. So let's delete and draw the diagram once again with in a big picture. Okay, this is the overall, and this is the office. You can see machines over there. Okay, so let me draw a neat diagram for clear understanding. And here we have the switch. All machines are connected to the switch. All machines are connected to the switch. And here we have the internet router. For internet router, there would be minimum two ports. One is facing the LAN and another one is facing the WAN. In some cases, there would be another ports also this machine, this device. In that case, if four or five machines in our office, we can avoid this switch device and we can directly plug all the machines to the ports. Okay, so we can say this is LAN port and we are choosing the subnetting 192.168.1.0/24. We can use the IP address 192.168.1.1 to 192.168.1.254. This is the IP range. So normally in most of the IT technicians they are choosing the LAN IP of the internet router. This is router as the starting IP of the network segment 192.168.1.1. Some people are using 254, but in our case, we can use any of this IP 1, 2, 3, 4. But normally we use 1.1. And here this WAN interface IP will be assigned by the ISP. There are many mechanisms PPP, OE, DHCP, static IP. I will come to that in next sessions. But WAN, as of now, please remember the WAN IP will be provided by the ISP. This is the way. So, these machines will be 1.2, this machine will be 1.3, and this machine can be 192.168, 1.254. So what is happening? These machines in the office are connected to a switch. That switch also connected with ISP router. Okay, ISP router. That ISP router is having minimum two ports. One is for WAN and one is for LAN. Most of the routers having four LAN or five LAN ports, four LAN ports. In that case, if one or two machines, we can directly connect to the router. Else, we can connect it to the switch, and from there, in between these, in higher level, high-end configuration, their firewall is coming. Those kind of things I will explain you later. This is a very basic scenario. I'm giving you idea. So what is happening? This WAN cable, this is the ISP cable. This brings the connectivity to the internet. Okay, and somewhere in the internet, web servers, we can say it can be google.com. Another example, gmail.com. Anything can be there. So when 192.168.1.2 is searching for Google, it will go to the ISP router. From there, it will be diverted to the internet. From there, we will reach the google.com. There is a factor DNS is coming in this picture that I will explain you in next sessions. As of now, just understand the basic connectivity. So for these machines, we will give the IP 1.2 and the gateway must be 192.168.1.1. 1.1 is the LAN IP of our ISP router, and the subnet mask must be 255.255.255.0. And here is the factor coming DNS. Many network engineers use this 8.8.8.8. This is a universal DNS server, and there would be some DNS IP, something provided by the ISP also. We can give that. Else, if we have a DNS server internally, we can give that IP. Those parts I will cover in the next session. This is basically a connectivity diagram how an office system can connect to the internet. So simply 192. Now all the machines in the office are getting connected to the switch. From the switch it's connected to the router. From the router it's going to to the internet. There is two portion for the router, WAN and LAN. LAN IP we will have to provide manually, and the subnet mask everything should be same as the LAN segment which we have chosen. And WAN interface IPs will be connected. There is three mechanism in my mind that I would like to tell you: DHCP, then static. Okay. So PPPoE will be a username and password. It will fetch the IP automatically. DHCP, there will not be any static IP, public static IP for the office. It will be changing all the time. And static IP, there will be a pool of IPs or one IP provided by the ISP. We can manually put it in on the router. So this will bring the connectivity from office machine to the internet. In between this, for a high-end offices, their firewall is coming for the filtration. Those kind of things I'll explain you later. As of now, just understand the connectivity. Okay. Uh, this is for now. The next session, what I'm going to cover, there is a 200 300 machines in your office. As of now, we have given 4 system scenario, 5 system scenario. Suppose there is 100 or 200 machines in the system in the office. How you are going to assign IPs for the system, how it will communicate to the other systems without giving a manual static IP. uh, that option is called DSCP, Dynamic Host Control Protocol. That service I'm going to explain next session. So keep on watching. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.